In the heart of an age cloaked in myth and legend, the world awakens not to the hum of machines, but to the chorus of nature and the tolling of a distant church bell. As dawn's first light spills across a sprawling valley, it illuminates a scene of stark division. Perched high on a rugged hill, a formidable castle stands sentinel, its stone walls a symbol of power and privilege, casting a long shadow over the humble thatched roof cottages of the village nestled below. This was the Middle Ages, an era defined by a vast chasm separating the lives of the powerful few from the toil of the many. From the imposing ramparts of the nobility to the dirt-floored homes of the peasantry, two distinct worlds existed side by side, each bound by its own unyielding rhythm of life. For the vast majority, life was an unforgiving cycle of labor, dictated by the rising and setting of the sun. Long before daylight graces the sky, a peasant farmer rises from his straw mattress. With simple, time-worn tools slung over his shoulder, perhaps a heavy wooden plow or a sharp scythe, he makes his way to the Lord's fields. His existence is one of relentless physical exertion, turning the heavy, stubborn earth in the spring, carefully sowing the precious seeds, and enduring the blistering heat of summer to harvest the grain that will sustain the entire domain. His hands are calloused, his back is bent, but his labor is the bedrock upon which this society is built. Back in the village, inside a dimly lit, smoky cottage, his wife's day is equally demanding. She tends the small fire, the heart of their home, preparing a meager meal of dark bread and a thin vegetable stew. Her hands are rarely still, whether she is grinding grain, mending worn-out clothes, or spinning wool into thread on a simple drop spindle. Even the children have their roles, their small hands tasked with fetching water, gathering firewood, or watching over the family's scrawny chickens. Their brief moments of leisure are filled with simple joys, a game of tag in the dusty village lane, or playing with a crudely carved wooden toy. Meanwhile, within the cold stone walls of the castle, life unfolds in a different universe of color, comfort, and abundance. As the peasant toils, the noble family gathers in the great hall, a cavernous space warmed by a roaring fireplace and illuminated by sunlight streaming through arched windows. They are seated at a long, heavy oak table, laden with a feast that would be unimaginable to the villagers below. There are platters of roasted meats like venison and boar, wheels of rich cheese, and goblets brimming with deep red wine. Their days are not marked by labor but by leisure and the performance of status. A traveling minstrel might fill the hall with the sweet melody of a lute, recounting tales of heroic knights and faraway lands. In a sunlit chamber, the ladies of the court pass the time with intricate embroidery, their needles weaving vibrant tapestries of silk and gold. In the courtyard below, the clang of steel on steel rings out as knights clad in shining armor practice the arts of swordsmanship and jousting, honing the martial skills that secure their family's power and prestige. Yet, despite the deep chasm separating these two worlds, a common thread wove through the fabric of medieval society: faith. On Sunday, the rhythm of the week would pause. The peasant family, dressed in their cleanest, though still coarse garments, would walk the well-trodden path to the village church. There they would gather alongside the noble family, who arrived with far more pomp and circumstance. Inside the cool, hallowed space of the stone church, all were equal in the eyes of God. They would gaze up at the light filtering through stained glass windows, which depicted biblical stories in brilliant, jewel-toned colors for a largely illiterate congregation. This spiritual life was the domain of the clergy. In quiet monasteries, monks dedicated their entire existence to prayer and scholarship. In a silent scriptorium, a monk might spend months, even years, meticulously copying a single manuscript by hand, his quills scratching across parchment to preserve the knowledge of the ancient world. Faith also shaped community life beyond the church walls, most vividly in the bustling village market. Here, people from all walks of life, farmers, artisans, and merchants, would gather not just to trade goods like pottery, cloth, and livestock, but to exchange news, share gossip, and reaffirm the bonds that held their small world together. As dusk settles, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, the peasant family gathers once more in their small cottage, sharing their simple meal by the faint light of a flickering candle. Outside, the castle stands as a silent, majestic silhouette against the twilight, its watchtowers reaching for the first stars. The day ends as it began, a testament to the enduring rhythms of an era. The daily life of the Middle Ages, with its stark contrasts and shared convictions, was a world of profound hardship and remarkable resilience. It was in the endless toil of the fields, the opulent halls of the castles, and the shared reverence within a village church that the very foundations of the modern world were laid, one grueling, beautiful, and unforgettable day at a time.